This is chapter number 2, your fundamentals of computers. It is already done, and today we are going to begin with the revision of this particular chapter. It's already done in your previous classes. The very second chapter of your e-business. This is fundamental of computers, in which we will be discussing and we'll be sharing views on all the basics of computers. In that, fundamentals of computers, the first thing that you should know that what is computer. So it's very simple that a computer is an electronic device that is used to process your data, and computer can convert data into information that is useful to the people. Computer system, if I am talking about a computer, you are supposed to learn that definition, that what is computer, for 2 marks. Then you will be writing down all these things, that the computer system includes 4 distinct parts. What is that? Hardware, software, data, and user. This hardware and software, next two chapters are based on this hardware, and fourth chapter is software. We'll be discussing on this hardware and software in detail in our next revision class. Then you can see, you have seen it many times, that this is what, this is monitor, keyboard, information is being put into it, input is there, then some processings are going on, after that the output is there, whatever you see on this monitor. This monitor, this keyboard, the printer is here, then all these are what? These are hardwares. Whatever you are feeding into this particular system, that becomes your data, your information. And you have seen this across Windows, then PowerPoint, Excel, full-fledged softwares or programs, what you are putting into your system, that is your software. So it is basically fundamentals of computers. In this, basically we are going through that whole information, that input version, output, and all the data information that you will be putting into it. So it's a combination of, when we are talking about computer, that what is computer, that means we are talking about hardware of that computer, software programs of the computer, the data, the information that we are going to use or we are going to put into it, and the person, the people, as we are using it. We are using this system. So these are combination of four: hardware, software, data, and people who are using it. Then our system moves to hardware. In computers, hardware that consists of electronic devices. That part you can see and touch, just a monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer, scanner book, cassette, all are hardware. These are all the devices or any piece of hardware that is used by the computer, such as these: keyboard, monitor, modem, mouse. All these are hardware, all the things to which we can touch and feel. All these things. Just see this picture. All these input devices, we can say this, or output. Anything which we can use, that is speaker, modem, microphone, RAM, CPU, keyboard, mouse, CD, ROM drive, diskette drive, hard drive, printer, ports, monitor, expansion board, everything. All these are covered under this. So just see this as one, it is speaker, second one, it's modem. See this. So it have put, all the numbering has been done in this picture, and all the terms that we are using, it is explaining that this is how it is moving. You are all are aware of it, that how, what are the different various terms that is being used in the computer. So this is basic that you should know. When we are talking about software, so softwares are all called the programs that consist of, that is a set of instructions. If I am talking about, I want to write in MS Office, I want to write a document, and I am opening the system, I need a software. Once a software, MS Office, I need that. I will put that software into my system, only then I'll be able to write it down. So these are all softwares which are not visible to you, that but that are important for the working. So all these programs, or some programs exist for the computer's use, that computer will be operating, and this can be used to helping to manage the task. So any other program that exists for the users and enable the computer to perform tasks for you, such as creating the document. If you need to that enable or need to create a document, you need a software to create it. So just now after that, the third point, that is data. Data is what? With the information that you are putting into your system. So data consists of all the raw facts which computer can manipulate, which can process into the information that is useful for the people. If I am sending you a timetable, then I have made it in the Microsoft Word. On that document, I have made that particular timetable and I am sending it to you. You are making some kind of posters, you are making it, you are using some software, but you are preparing it on your system, and afterwards that you are sending information to the persons. So this is what we call as all the using software and preparing some information, and that will become useful for the persons. You are reading up that pdfs in your system. You are using android phones, you are using laptops, and you are downloading from wikipedia, you are downloading your books from that, e-books are there, you are reading. What is that? That is data. Some data that the person have put into the system, into the net, and you people are using it, that data. That is feasible only, that need a internet connection, proper connection is needed. So that is data. You all have gone through this in proper chapters. Then computerized data is a digital. अगर मैं बात कर रही हूँ कि data is there, then that data I'm talking about, it is not written form, it is in digital form. ठीक है? Meaning that it has been reduced to digits or numbers. Binary numbers are used in order to for the processing, and then data is visible to you. It is only that you all know that binary system is being used to by the system, by the computers, and this is the language of your computer system. So the computer stores and read all the data as numbers. Although computer can use data in the digital form, they convert data into form that people can understand. When I'm putting up the information into it, that has been changed by the system. A language that system understand, that is only the binary number language, and that system converts those particular numbers into the text, numerical sounds, and images that is understandable by the user. Who are users? We are the users. Then users, people are the computer operators or users. We people are the computer operators and users. So that some types of computers can operate without much intervention from the people, but personal computers are designed specifically for use by the people. हम लोग अभी laptops use कर रहे हैं, but the systems are there. So there is a history that from which computer to what computer they have changed. So you are supposed to go through all the history of the computer. That is also important for 4 marks or 6 marks sometimes. Now, computer architecture, all these things are needed to make a particular computer system. What is that? Different types of hardware you need. You need monitors, you need keyboards, you need mouse, you need some wires, you need printers, that is to take printouts. Then you need cpu, then you need memory, system in memory, that if you want to save, you need memory to save all the things. How memory is being measured, right? As we, in very simple words, we talk about that my phone memory is less. That means my phone memory, ram, rom, all these things, that is less or that is more. We used to get good phones. What good phone stand for? Good mobile phone stands for what? That means just a memory. अच्छा हो, जिसकी बैटरी बैकअप है, ऑल दीज थिंग्स विच आर एक्चुअली यूजफुल फॉर यू. अगर मैं फ़ोन बहुत यूज़ करती हूँ एंड ऑन दैट आई एम स्टोरिंग माई डाटा, दैट मीन्स आई नीड मेमोरी टू स्टोर दैट particular thing. If it is only a device I'm using only WhatsApp, then definitely I need a phone of which can be of less memory also, because I need not to save anything, some input and output devices. So this is all about computer architecture. What all is there? Hardware, software, CPU, memory, how memory is measured, inputs and output devices of your system, and some of the storage devices will be made when I am talking about some basics of computer. So what are the different types of hardware we are having? Computer hardware devices are categorized as follows: processor, memory, input and output devices, and storage devices. Deepak, name any input device. Give example of any input device.
Keyboard,
Okay. And Kamini, give example of any output device.
Ma'am, monitor and printer.
Okay. And Diksha, you give example of storage device, any storage device.
Ma'am, floppy disks, pen drives,
Very
hard
good.
drives.
Yes. So this is what the types of hardwares that are needed, or that are the devices, that computer hardware devices that are categorized. Okay, processors, memory, that input output devices, and storage devices. When we are talking about that different types of hardware, you people are supposed to write all these things into it. So this is what I was talking about, that these kind of language that has been used when you are putting up that processor is working on that. This is memory, input out and output devices, input devices. ये देखो speakers हैं. This is storage device. Storage, that speakers are output devices. Monitor, as Kamini have said, it's output device. Printer, output device. Then in 2 marks or in 1 mark, generally it comes, what is the full form of CPU? What is that?
Ma'am,
Anyone?
central processing unit.
Very good. Central
Yes, ma'am.
processing unit.
Processing.
Yes, it comes, sometimes it comes in 1 mark. Okay. So what is CPU? So you are supposed to go through that. The processor is called all central processing unit, that is CPU. Okay. So the procedure that transform raw data into useful information is called processing. Message चलता है ना हमारा system, input, then processing, then output. So if input has been done, now that input, the raw data, what has been put into the system, input has been done. Now that is to be processed. Now that processing will be done where? It will be in CPU. So this function is divided between the computer's processor and the memory. So CPU consists of one or more chips attached to the computer's main circuit board, that is called motherboard. So it manage, that CPU manage all the devices and performs the actual processing of the data. So when we are talking about that how to move, input data will be entered, then processing will be done. That processing will be in CPU, and after that output will be there. Then we talk about memory. That memory also consists of chips attached to the motherboard. We can increase our memory of the system. Some only read only memories are there, the data which can only be read. So memory hold data and program instructions as the CPU works with them. Whatever the memory you are having, CPU will work according to it. So the memory is called random access memory. So short forms can be asked by the examiner, that what is RAM, what is ROM. So RAM is random access memory. So CPU can find a piece of data in RAM when it needs for its processing. So memory can be increased. Deepak, memory can be increased or not? Yes, yes, fast. can be increased or not. So RAM is a volatile, meaning that means it holds data only when the power is on. When the power is on, it will hold data up to that. So when the power is off, RAM contents are lost. Now next, how memory is used. These are very small things that you should know, that all the that units of that kilobytes megabyte हम कहते हैं ना इतनी केबी है फाइल, it can be transferred on WhatsApp. MB 25 MB से ज़्यादा मेल में नहीं जा रही है आपकी वीडियो. So video up to that how much the MB it is, how much KB it is. So all the approximate or actual values you should know. KB, if it is the unit, that means actual values are 1024 bytes. So the smallest usable unit of to measure for the memory is byte. Smallest usable unit. It can come for 1 mark, it can come in multiple choice. The smallest usable unit of measure for memory is the byte. So the amount of memory required to hold one character, like the letter A or the numeral 2. So the computer worked with the larger chunks of data made in the multiple bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes. So with this, our system moves. How much memory we need for a particular thing to store in our system, we will be storing only up to that, whatever the memory my CPU is bearing. So here are some input and output devices. Input means devices means a